Welcome to the Ill Blur Matty 365 channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel, Brother Blur from the Midwest. Ooh. Welcome back, Legends community. It is Ill Blur Matty 365, and today I'm back with a new video. And today's new video is actually on one of my favorite franchises from Nintendo. That's an RPG. And it's no other than Pokemon. So we all know that the next Pokemon game is the second installment to the Legends, which is my second favorite franchise from Pokemon. Besides the mainland, will always have a special place in my heart as an RPG person, as that was the first RPG I ever played. But it seems like the second one is coming out October the 16th of next month. The game that I actually pre-ordered, and I'm looking forward to Birdman Hand Rub, all right? But the thing is, when they had the rollout for this game, we all knew that the rollout for this game did not have the original Kalos Pokemon starters from Pokemon X and Y. And recently, it was revealed that we will actually be able to obtain the Kalos starters in the actual upcoming Pokemon Legends ZA game that is coming out next month. But the thing is, there is a catch with this, and I think some of us are going to hate the idea of this. Some of us are going to love the idea of this, but let's get right into it. So the way to obtain the Pokemon Kalos starters, you have to have Nintendo Online, and it's also behind a paywall. You know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, boy. Nintendo, no, when it comes to the Pokemon games, boy, they made sure if you want certain Pokemon, you gonna have to buy some DLCs. I just gotta keep it a buck, yo. I'm like, yo, stop it. I am a little disappointed by it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let me be real about this, right? So when Pokemon Legends, the first one came out, Arceus, I honestly like the approach to the game. I like that you were able to, even though you weren't able to have your original starters from the the game and stuff like that, you were able to go find Chimchar. You were able to go find Turtwig in the game. You were able to go find Piplup in the game without having to have an online subscription. And I'm like, Nintendo! Y'all, Pokemon's $1 billion company. Like, what's more money do y'all want from the fans? I wish they would have kept that direction for the game. It felt like, to me, that was an easier way to get those starters when it comes to the Legends franchise of Pokemon. And now for them kind of stepping away from it, this was a money grab. This was a money grab, all right? The bad news about this is you're going to be able to get those starters. You know what I'm saying? Froakie, Fennekin, and the grass starter as well. But the bad news is it's also behind a paywall. So this is probably why we actually saw them announce this new DLC that introduces the two versions of Raichu. I'm assuming that we know that there has to be a battle pass, but it's uncertain when this battle pass expires. That's when things get a little fishy with this Pokemon game that's coming out. Like, I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong, as an actual gaming franchise. I like the anime, but I was more into the games. But this right here sounds risky. It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to go through this battle pass for each starter when it comes down to it. And I'm just like, why couldn't we just keep it like the first game where you were able to catch the starters out in the wild versus us now having to have a Nintendo subscription that maybe some people don't want to get? but also a paywall because it's going to be featured in this upcoming DLC, where you have to have the battle pass. Nintendo milking the fans. That's all they doing. They milking us. Every penny, dollar they can get out of us, they're like, oh, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. I don't know, man. I hope this battle pass is something that has a decent amount of time where you're able to defeat whatever thing that you got to go through as an obstacle to obtain these actual Kalos starters, and not something that's super difficult. But I felt like they should have did what they've been doing with Pokemon games in recent years, where you're able to catch the other starters from the previous games. I know even in the mainland games, Scarlet and Violet, even in Sword and Shield as well. I just hope it works out. I still think Nintendo, they want the money. But it is the hardest working blogger on YouTube, guys. You tell me in the comments, how do you feel about the Kalos starters being behind a paywall when it comes to attaining them? It is the hardest working blogger on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for commenting and engaging with me, liking because you enjoy the videos, sharing so I can get out in this YouTube algorithm, and actually subscribing if you enjoy the content, because there's some of us viewing, but there's some of us that are not subscribing. But it's the hardest working blogger on YouTube, guys, and I'm out. Thanks for watching the channel. The blur from the middle of the map, it'll blur Matic 365.